Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and I had originally planned on filming a show and tell today. However, I have a video coming tomorrow, and it's going to be covering a lot of the same information that the show and tell would have had. So I decided really what I ought to probably do is talk about the two things that won't be in that video that are crafty project related, and share some of the clips of some of the stuff I filmed over the last 3 weeks. So this week, I haven't felt great again. Of course, I came in here, so the cats are going to be all over the place. I'm just still, I'm not sick or anything, nothing like that. It's just, recovering energy. I've talked to a couple of people who have had experience with this flu bug thing that we had, and apparently the dehydration and stuff and the side effects of it just seem to be, it takes forever and 3 years to actually be back to 100%. I'm back to like 90%. I can do a lot of stuff. I feel great, but I also just wear out real fast. So anyway, so projects have been kind of at a slowdown, not at a stop, but at a slowdown. It's been very hard to have energy to think. And my two main projects I'm working on have involved a lot of thinking. So it's been very, very hard to work on those steadily, especially the first 2 weeks after being sick. So what I have been working on, we'll start in here, is I've been working on hats and scarves. So these are the 5 I've already shared with you guys, plus the extra 2 hats. But one of the things I'm trying to do for Lent, instead of doing shawls this year, since one of my goals is to donate 50 hat and scarf sets, maybe I have to work on making the 50 hat and scarf sets. So we've got some Premier Everyday Marl with some Red Heart Super Saver. We have some Red Heart Soft that I've used to make a set. All of these are sets that just need to have their ends woven in and stuff. So this is some Impeccable, I think it's like Wild Orchid. And then that's Universal Team Stripes or Team Spirit. And I think I may have used some of the navy blue there, Super Saver with that as well. So I'm working on sets now. I have another of this marl that I'm going to make. And I've made a decent size. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but I've almost emptied out this bin. And we've got a huge dent going in the single skeins. This was mostly single skeins when I opened it that I had set aside. I had a couple trio packs. This is the Everyday Marl that I used. Go ahead and set this over here. Pippin's back in his tent with the thumper toy. But I need to start like pairing things together to create sets. I think I've got 2 more yarns in here that are like enough to do a set. Yeah, so I'll have to pair this with a black, and I think that's enough for a set. That's some Heartland. But everything else in here is like 1 or 2 skeins, so they're going to have to be put with something else. These are already partials. The next bin down is neutrals. And I think this bottom bin is mostly, yeah, there's some Premier Basics that are single skeins in there. And there's a couple of neutral skeins in there. But by and large, these are, once again, single skeins in this bottom tote. So I'll have to go across the hall to the yarn room to kind of like pair these off. But like I'm thinking about using the sage green with some off-white to do a set. And I might do like stripes or something with that. But I think that's an almost full 300 grams of red heart there. It's old red heart. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff up here. My biggest issue is I forget to charge my screwdriver. And then I have to stop. Such a stupid thing to forget. Like, I'll come in here and start, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh man, my screwdriver's dead. So I've been working on my 2 thinking projects. The crochet one has been kind of like my bedtime project. The knitting one has been the awake. I'm finally, like, I really hope I can get one of these done today. I've been trying really hard, but I've only got, with my brain, about 2 good hours in me, and I'm not functional. So my other project I wanted to share with you guys, and there's some other clips that will be in here that have involved this, and particularly me trying to get the brother test project done to make sure it did work, but we do have that. So that is up and running. I still need to do a move check on the Cricut and make sure my Cricut still works. Because, you know, when you move, things get messed up. So I moved my cart with the die cutting stuff and my scraps over here for now. Everything over here is still pretty well organized. I haven't messed that up. I still need to find homes for things that, you know, just part of the move I haven't done yet. But we do have some clear space now up here where I'm moving the die cutting stuff over. But this is pretty cool. So I have actually a bunch of Cricut mats. I had to put some in the closet just because of weight, because these are heavy. But I've got a bunch of the green mats, which is what I use the most. And I put my IKEA drawer organizer thing in here. And I can pull the drawer further out if I need to. But I've got all my Cricut tools in here. All of my brother tools will go in here. I've only got the one mat that it came with. I think most people recommend just resticking your brother mat. I know people restick the Cricut mat, but I got a bunch of the original mats like on super sale. So I've just been using those. No, this is not an ad for brother. They just make the best label maker. And this is my OG original label maker. And then I lost it when we moved to Charlotte. And then I repurchased another one. And it's an even cooler, newer brothers. Anyway, if you're looking to invest in a label maker, I do highly recommend investing in the brother label makers because they're awesome. So under here, I told you guys one of the reasons why I wanted a sideboard cabinet. I think I told you guys. I'm not sure. I wanted to be able to put my card bases and envelopes up and organized in a sensical manner. And it's cleaner than using those carts, the AV carts. So these are all A2 size cards. These are 5.5 or 5.5 by, I don't know. If you take an American standard sheet of paper and cut it in half, it's this size. So that would be 4.25 by 5.5. Because a standard sheet of American paper is 8.5 by 11. You just too cute, no more. Bonoma rumor. Better man. Yeah. Like his brother, has to be a part of everything. He's very sweet, but he's very, very skittish. And he's learned how to open cabinets. It's one of his new favorite things to do. Tum-tum-tums. Oh, now he's going to climb under though. Anyway. So we have some Christmas A2 cardstock. And we have metallic, or not cardstock, card bases. These are actual card bases. And I think there's actually some pearlescent ones back there that go to some specialty Dries dyes. This is my most standard used stuff. I need to cut some more white and off-white and brown card bases. And then I just set this in here because it was easy. But then in the back we have extra, those are 5.5 by 5.5, and some extra black card bases. These are just some multicolor, and the last couple browns I have. So then we have envelopes down here. These are all A2 size envelopes. And then I've got these that I got on clearance at some point that just make your envelopes pretty. So I'll try to make a point to use those here in the next year. But I mean, organizing this, I think this is part of like the pictures and clips thing that I have on my phone from the last 3 weeks. It has been a bear. Number one, I have a lot of stuff just because, you know, like I said, I buy things when they're on sale that I know I'm going to use. So at any given time, I could have way more than you think is logically necessary, even for a card maker. And then 6 months later, I'm out of everything I use regularly. So I needed these to be flex spaces. So when things do go on sale, I have room to be able to put more or hide more behind or something like that. But anyway, these are my A7. These are 5x7 size cards. And these are my card bases up here on top. And then I have envelopes down here on the bottom. So that took me pretty much 2 days to organize the cards and envelopes. Because I would put things in a container and then find like another set of things. Like all of these colored envelopes. Like I bought the blue intentionally because those go with a lot of my Christmas papers. I don't normally use blue envelopes, but envelopes.com had them on sale for like 3 cents an envelope. So I bought some navy blue envelopes. These were all in one place, but then like the black ones, the red ones, and the brown ones, I mean, you can tell like they're different makers and manufacturers. Like I just kept finding them everywhere. These are unfolded cards for the most part, I think. There's a couple different brands in there. I make fewer 5x7 cards than I do 4 1/4 by 5.5 cards. Just because more people make A2 size cards. So I've got more patterns for A2 size cards. But I really like making the A7 just because it uses more of the paper. And when I started paper crafting, I bought way too much paper. So I'm trying to use paper. Once again, uptown problem. But this is what I've spent a lot of my, I can't think, but I need to get it done work has been spent in here doing the envelope organizing and stuff. And trying to get my cutting station set up. See, these are easy because all the supplies fit in the drawer for the cutting machines that aren't paper. And then, you know, of course, this room is just like filled up with cardstock and stickers and stuff. But I did try to fill in some of the extras that I had in the closet. Now, I still have a lot of stuff to organize in the closet. Like, I still haven't gotten to the closet to finish organizing that. But, like, these are all my vinyls. That's the extra mats that I didn't put in here. I did find more ATG, so I don't need to order that. At least I found it before I ordered it. That doesn't always happen here. But yeah, I'm still working, you know, on the post-move organization stuff. You know, when I have physical energy, but no brain energy. And, you know, trying to work in the gaps of time. So, anyway, I'm sorry for the untraditional video. Still got to work on these. But, it's been a little blah, blah, blah. And everywhere you look, there's a kitten. I did want to share what I've been working on. And like I said, I have a bunch of these little random clips. So I'm sure there's like cat pictures and cat clips. And then there's me setting up the brother and trying to get that running. And I don't know why I filmed that, but Even I'm a dingus most of the time, so. But I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow, Friday, February something, last week of February. I do have fun stuff I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm very, very excited about it. But like I said, that's really what's going to be covered in that video is really the primary thing I've been working on. And I didn't want to basically talk about the same thing 2 days in a row, and wanted to share with you guys all this other stuff and making progress through the mess. I still need to clean my desk back off again. But anyway, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye, you guys. Hey guys, so I don't know how I'm going to fit all this in, but I'm doing my first test project with the Brothers Scan and Cut before I go work out. So far, I do like how it's smart. I'm missing part of my design. Oh, it's because the paper lifted. Repeatedly told me what I was missing, what I hadn't done yet. Let's see if I can get it to shoot through again and redraw. If not, I'll flip the piece of paper over and do it again. But it does seem to be easy to use. I haven't gotten the software downloaded or anything, so I don't know about that yet, but right now I'm just trying to use the base unit. But I thought I'd share. Oh, I'm still missing part of the image. It is not drawing that corner. So let me flip the paper and see what's going on. Okay, so I've tried a couple of different times. I think I didn't have the cartridge in there snapped all the way. So user error. Now I'm going to switch out the cartridges and we'll start the cutting. Okay, we appear to be cutting. Last time I didn't have it locked in again. Just the same problem I had with the pen where I didn't lock it in properly. So now we're cutting the test project that came with the directions book. So that's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. It's kind of exciting. I haven't played it all with the software yet, and I've got to see what the cost of new mats are. I lucked out with the Cricut mats when I got that because they had a huge clearance event of the mats I really, really liked. So I think this one will be easier to re-stick though compared to the Cricut mats. But anyway, let's see what happens when this is done. It's got 2 minutes. It does tell you the time. And because a lot of it is done here on the machine versus having to use software, it is kind of nice to have all that here. No, there's cutting. Okay. The top crown cut is a spring-loaded blade, so it's very different from what I'm used to. There you go. You can see the little other side of the crown there. So anyway, I'm going to let it finish doing its thing, and I'll let you guys know what happens. Okay, well, we have our little test project. Everything ran through just fine. Blade seems to be cutting well. Once I figured out how to lock everything into place, markers marking well, as indicated by my now very black finger. So cute. Now I have a little treasure box. Ah.